They say when a man rushes into marriage without asking questions, he marries a mystery. And some mysteries should never be unraveled. Night falls over the ghetto. The streets are alive with the sounds of people arguing over money, music blasting from distant speakers, and the clanking of iron pots from roadside food vendors. Smoke rises from burning firewood, mixing with the smell of roasted plantain and sweat. Under a weakly flickering streetlight, a group of young men play cards, their laughter masking the struggles of their daily hustle. Among them is Kura, a slim, sharp-jawed man in his late 20s. He slaps a card down, grinning as he takes his winnings. His friends groan in frustration. One of them laughs, slapping Kura's back. "Oh, Kura, you dey use magic win us." Kura smirks, "No be magic, nonsense. And very soon, I go use this same sense marry better wife." But as the laughter fades, an old man sitting in the shadows leans forward. His face is wrinkled, his beard long and white, and his eyes hold the weight of many years. He grips a wooden staff, his expression unreadable. In a gravelly voice, he warns, "A man who chases beauty without questions will drink water and still thirst. Choose wisely, Kura, or your wife will eat you alive." He laughs and ignores. A week later, Kura meets her. Adanne. She is unlike any woman he has ever seen, tall, dark as the night, with piercing red-tinted eyes and full lips that seem to always carry a knowing smile. She moves like smoke, appearing and disappearing in the crowded market as if she walks between worlds. He watches her from a distance, hypnotized. When she finally turns to him, her lips curl into a slow smile. "You've been looking at me," she says softly. Kura chuckles nervously, "No be my fault. You find pass normal." Adanne tilts her head, her eyes glinting like something ancient. "And will you marry me?" she whispers. Kura freezes. The market noise dulls. He barely knows her, but something in her voice, in her presence, wraps around him like a spell. He swallows and nods. The wedding is rushed. No questions. No introductions. Just a small ceremony at a roadside beer parlor. The men drink, the women dance, and Kura grins, thinking he has won life's lottery. That night, in their one-room apartment, Kura tries to hold her, but she pulls away, her back turned to him. "Adanne, now waiting. You know be my wife," he whispers. She only smiles, slow, knowing, and turns her back to him. That night, he wakes up screaming. His shoulder burns. He touches it, and his fingers come away bloody. He turns sharply, Adanne is lying beside him, eyes closed, lips red, too red. Was it a dream? Or did she bite him? Desperate, Kura seeks the old man. The elder listens, eyes dark with knowing. He throws white powder into the fire, and the flames turn blue. In the smoke, Adanne's true form appears, her mouth stretched unnaturally wide, sharp teeth gleaming, eyes hollow pits of hunger. The old man's voice is heavy. She is not human. She is one of them. The river spirits that take husbands to the underworld. Kura stumbles back, eyes wide with terror. "What can I do?" he asks, desperation in his voice. The old man shakes his head. "You must leave her. But be careful. She will not let you go easily." Kura rushes home, heart pounding. He bursts into the room only to find Adanne waiting, her mouth stretching into an inhuman grin. "Where are you going, my love?" she asks softly. Kura freezes, his hand on the doorknob. I just need some air," he stammers. Adanne smiles, her lips curling into a knowing grin. "Don't be long," she whispers. Kura runs through the ghetto, his bag slung over his shoulder. He doesn't look back, doesn't stop until he reaches the old man's hut. She knows, he gasps, collapsing at the old man's feet. She knows I'm trying to leave. The old man's expression is grim as he helps Kura to his feet. You cannot run from her, Kura. She will find you. The only way to escape is to confront her. The old man hands Kura a small pouch filled with white powder. This will weaken her. But you must be brave. Kura nods, his hands trembling as he clutches the pouch. He knows what he must do. Kura returns home, the pouch clutched tightly in his hand. Adanne is waiting, her eyes glowing in the dark. You came back, she says softly, her voice dripping with mockery. Kura swallows his fear and throws the powder at her. Adanne screams, her form twisting and writhing as the powder takes effect. But she is not easily defeated. With a snarl, she lunges at him, her mouth stretching wide, sharp teeth gleaming. Kura fights back, his heart pounding as he struggles to hold her off. But her strength is inhuman. The last thing he sees is her glowing eyes and sharp teeth before everything goes black. The next morning, Kura's friends find his room empty, the walls stained with blood. The old man sits in the shadows, his face grim. I warned him, he says softly. But greed and beauty blind even the wisest of men. The men exchange uneasy glances, their eyes darting to the shadows. The legend of the mad wife has claimed another victim. Subscribe and comment for part 2.